Record what? Look at your screen.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Just go to DS2 and see if you can just change it. If you
All right.
can change the add Dark Souls
I'll
1.
just add Dark Souls 1 to it.
That was a nightmare. Oh god, I'm gonna have nightmares about that. Giant
Could you,
James.
could you imagine if that's what we put in there?
All right.
Ugh. Ugh. Yeah.
What's wrong?
It's
What's
just that
wrong?
I'm drinking SodaStream version of like Monster / Red Bull energy drink, and it's just disgusting.
Why are
It's
you
so
doing that?
gross. Well, it saves a lot of money.
I mean, you don't have to drink it just because something is cheap doesn't mean it's good.
Blah. Well, the problem is it's diet, but they only have diet. You know?
Yeah. Do I
But I
not
ran
have
out of
any
any what?
humanity left? Is there any even humanity left in me, you know?
4. You've got 4.
Welcome to another expert walkthrough on GameFront, GameFront.com.
Featuring the Adventure Bits.
GameFront.fun. Adventure Bits! You gotta put it at the end or he's gonna know that we're still doing Adventure Bits on these videos.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh.
Danny's gonna come find us and be like, "Oh, you guys are okay. You got me in quite a way now,
Oh my god,
James."
that would have been. I mean, I don't get a turn no matter what I do here, but seeing you get double attacked and then roll off a hill would have been kind of funny. Do you remember where you're going?
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember what you're doing?
Does the inside of your ear ever itch so bad that you want to shove a screwdriver in there?
No. Never once have I thought to myself a screwdriver would be a good idea for an itch in my ear.
It itches so bad, like inside my ear.
Have you tried your
What if
pinky
there's a
finger?
spider in there? Oh god, what if there's a spider in there?
Honestly, they say that human beings throughout your lifetime have at least 10 times spiders lay eggs in your ear canals when
You
you're
just
sleeping.
made that stat up.
No, a lot of people think that it's that you swallow spiders in your sleep, but really they don't. Like some, it's a higher number than you'd think of spiders penetrating your body. Sometimes it's your ears, sometimes it's your nose, sometimes it's your mouth, sometimes it's your butt. If you have a scratchy butt, sometimes it's spiders in there.
No, that's a poop problem. 100%.
No, it's a myth. It's not a poop problem. It's a spider problem.
No, that's if your butt itches, it's 100% of the time poop problems.
No, that's what a lot of people think, but a lot of times it's spider eggs up there, so it's a good thing you're itching.
Wait, do I have to fight this guy? No.
Guy Fawkes?
Oh, think of any.
I mean, you probably could fight him. It doesn't look like he's got that much good stuff. Wow, it was a really good thing you didn't beat the game, because then it would have locked you out of the TLC, which I was reading on the comments. When are we going to do our comments videos?
I don't know. You keep rescheduling and stuff.
I do?
Yeah, you keep doing it. No, I've been rescheduling and stuff. I've had a weird time. At a weird junction in my life. It's tough to get motivated to do anything, really.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I guess you haven't been down here.
How stuff happens. Yeah, I've not been down here. I was just going straight for the boss. Maybe I should have gone and checked this out first. Is that a dragon bro?
A dragon bro? Or did you say dragon burrow?
Bro. I thought it was like another dragon guy.
Oh.
Like me and that guy could hang out and be dragon friends. Like you won't be my dragon friend, and that's really upsetting.
Those dogs kind of remind me of the dogs from Resident Evil.
Little lizard boys?
Those are dogs. What are you talking about?
Well, they have like lizard skin.
These ones are the ones in Resident Evil.
These ones.
That's not lizard skin.
Look at it. It's like all they're like moldy and
Oh,
scaly.
I guess so.
They just forgot to remaster it, I guess.
That's
No, they actually look pretty good.
They look good. They look good. Take it back. Yuck. I just cannot. I just don't like the taste of it. It's just
The fire?
no this. It's called X Energy. It's actually called Diet X Energy. But I don't know why they're allowed to get away with calling it diet if there's not a fatty version of it, or there's not there is no other version. You only have diet to choose from.
Well, it's a 0 calorie thing.
Yeah, I think that is what it is. It is 0 calorie. How did you know that?
What? That's the deal with that's what diet stuff is. It's 0 calorie, but it's just full of gnarly chemicals.
It is. I mean, that's the problem. Is it tastes like that stuff that you spray on furniture to make it so that stains don't stay
To kill
on
the
it?
bugs.
Huh?
It tastes like Febreze.
No. That's to get the smells of things out. The stuff that like makes it easy to wash off wine stains. What? You found the dragon burrow?
Yeah.
You just gonna jump off that edge?
I mean, if it would let me and I could live, I definitely would. Is this a different waterfall area? They're really into waterfalls in this one.
I think it's the same area, but it's a different timeline. Because you're time traveling now.
No, I doubt it. I would have a phone booth. Ted would be there.
Did you see the new Bill and Ted movie?
No, but I keep looking at it on whatever streaming service. I'm really excited about it.
I want to see it
Just
too.
haven't pulled the trigger.
But I would need to watch Bill and Ted 1, and then Bill and Ted 2, and then Bill and Ted 3.
Oh, really? They're at the forefront of my memory.
Even if it wasn't at the forefront, it's not at the forefront of my memory. I need to see them again. I need to. Okay.
I know this is bait. Oh, there he is. Oh god, that's bad. Oh, once. Oh my goodness.
I don't even know what the hell that was.
It was a dragon's breath. Just one
Was
shot
it worth
me.
all those souls?
No. Alright, I'm just gonna fight the boss. I'm not gonna mess with that garbage place.
You're not going to go back down there and get your 2,800 souls?
No. I
I
feel like
think
you
it's
have an
a wise choice.
inflated sense of how much these souls are worth.
Every soul is sacred. Every soul is good.
I guess if you put it like that.
If a soul is wasted, James gets quite irate.
Oh no. Those cookies kicking in yet or what?
The candle cookies?
Yeah, the candle cookies.
The candle cookies?
James's wax flavored cookies.
Yeah, they're kicking and
Highly doubt I'll have to go back up there, but you know. I don't even remember what these bosses are. Oh, it's the flippy sword guy.
I mean, this guy is.
Ugh.
I mean, I know you say that, but he's actually kind of like exactly your style of enemy that you're good at fighting. I don't know why you don't see that.
I mean, why do I keep getting murked by him then?
You didn't get murked that many times, Mike. That was a nice one there. Now, I don't remember. There's something that you do now. Oh, you know what it was? Is you were supposed to wait to put your lightning on until later.
Oh, the thing that you just made up, the rule that you made up for me out of nowhere, and then you wanted to remind me about when I was in the middle of fighting him.
I'm sorry. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go in there and do a bunch of damage to him first. When he goes in to do that like pulse move, that's when you put the lightning on. But you probably don't have any lightning left, right?
I got one left.
Don't use it until you know you're going to use it well.
I mean, this guy might be the hardest guy in the whole game.
No, he's not.
I'm sure that there's somebody in the world who thinks that.
I think you're going to beat him this time. And I think it's going to be a mixture of your skill and my incredible coaching that gets you through it.
What coaching?
Tips
like plan?
Tips like my lightning plan. Oops. Yeah, you're doing good.
That's the kind of expert coaching I've gotten used to.
You're doing good.
Confused.
So
oh yeah.
I'm drinking this energy drink that's disgusting and chemically, but know, on the other
you're going up and down at the same time.
What do you mean?
You're gonna get spun topsy-turvy because you're going up and down at the same time.
I call it cookie flipping.
Yeah, you're cookie flipping for sure.
Well, here's what else I've done that I think is pretty cool. You know chai tea, right?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Do you know chai just means is just the word tea? So when you say chai tea, it's basically like you're saying TT. And when you say TT, you know what I think of, right?
Yeah, TTs.
Yeah. So what I've done instead of buying chai tea that's made for me and costs too much, I've bought all the ingredients to chai. And I'm mixing my own spices together. And then I can choose, do I want to use rooibos, which is caffeine-free herbal tea to make with my chai, or maybe I want black tea in there. I could even make a green tea chai, because I've got all the spices separate now. Which includes... Yeah?
You know that you just don't spice the water, right? When you make real chai, you're like boiling it in a pot for hours.
Well,
flavor out.
Do you know the history of chai?
No. But are you just conceding the point that you're making it completely wrong?
No, I'm not making it the traditional way, sure. But I am taking the spices and I am putting boiling water into them. I'm not boiling them into the... Wow. Well, you did better than you did last time, and you didn't use any lightning.
Yeah, I did. You were so engrossed in your own story that you didn't watch me use lightning exactly when you told me to use it.
No.
You're a monster.
No. Oh, no.
And then you congratulated me on not using it when we were way past the point when you told me I was supposed to use it.
Sorry. That was my bad.
This is the kind of expert coaching I've been getting used to.
Sorry, that was totally my bad. I'll take the...
How many wax cookies did you eat?
Just one. They aren't even that potent. Just one. So, here's the story of chai. Back in the, let's call it, early ages of time, there was spices might as well have been like gold. It was a commodity. People would use spices and they'd travel all around the world. So it's been a while since I learned this history lesson. So some of these things might be fudged facts. But that being said, India was known as having a lot of the best spices in the world. And when people would go there, they would... it's kind of like when you go
rob
to
and pillage the land.
What was that?
Rob and pillage the land and then have imperialists rule.
That's not... That
or
wasn't
you're doing the fun version.
I'm doing the fun version. So, if you go by... If you're, like, going past, like, a fudge shop, they might have little samples of fudge outside. You taste it, you smell the fudge coming from inside the fudge shop, and it just brings you into the world. Now, in India, at least from the story, and I don't remember exactly the kingdom or what it was, but they had this big pot of water boiling with all of the spices, and the spices boiling would make the smell of it just go throughout the kingdom. And I don't remember if it was Christopher Columbus or some other American hero that went there, but went into this kingdom. Into this kingdom and could smell the spices.
Back up.
Yeah.
For one, Christopher Columbus is not an American hero.
I'm not entirely sure about. Like I said,
he wasn't even an American.
Well, that's a fascist thing to say.
He was never even an American. He never heard.
We'll have to agree to disagree on that. But nonetheless, the story goes that the smell of all of these spices boiling smelled so good, but somebody was like, "Yeah, but could you even drink that? Like, is that even something that you'd eat? You've just boiled a bunch of spices." And the king of India took a cup and dipped it right into this pot that was really only meant for making the smells go, so it would kind of advertise the wonderful spices they had.
Why would it be the king? Some random guy shows up. So just back up a little bit. Say it's Christopher Columbus.
I don't know if it was Christopher Columbus, but it was somebody that was.
No. Let's say it is. Let's say it's Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus shows up. Let's say he time travels and he shows up in America right now, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, you guys can make hot dog water, but can you even drink the hot dog water?" And for some reason in your story, the president of the United States is there and is like, "Yeah, I'll prove that you can drink this hot dog water." And dips a cup in the hot dog water and drinks it, and then for hundreds of years later, everyone drinks hot dog water.
So if that was what happened, I would believe it. I would believe that. I'd believe it.
Why is the king in the market? Why is he talking to Christopher Columbus?
Because somebody came into the throne room, walked up the throne, and there was the boiling pot next to him, and he drank the water, and then the people in the towns and the villages and the cities around
back it up.
Heard that the king drank from there, and then that's when they go ahead.
Why was the king advertising spices in the throne room? That would be like putting up a McDonald's sign in the Oval Office.
Well, would it surprise you if there was a McDonald's sign in the Oval Office?
Right now, no, it wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, this was a big trade, so they were known for having the best spices, so they had that to make the whole kingdom smell good. So when the king was challenged, like, "Oh yeah, but you don't, like, that's just for show. You wouldn't even use that." He drank.
Why didn't he just cut his head off? Here's an alternate scenario. I'm the king of India. Let's just say I'm the king of India. I'm sitting on my throne, and Christopher Columbus shows up and is like, "Oh," and then I just cut his head off and continue drinking my chai.
Okay. But you drink that chai from that pot, and then everybody hears that you're drinking it, so they too start to drink the chai, and that's why we have chai today, which is TT. Go ahead and beat this guy. I just gave you an inspiring story. A lot of times, like before you go out on the field,
I'm more mad than I've ever been in my whole life. This is the most angry I've ever been.
That's it. I'm just trying to get you in there to win this fight. You got this.
You don't win fights in a state of anger.
You do. You win fights in a state of anger. You just haven't quite reached that state of anger yet.
Gosh, that's width it up.
Some of that sounds like you're spamming buttons, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it as soon as I come up.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Wow. Maybe I should be a Foley artist for like fights. Ooh. You know?
You could be like a foily artist.
A Foley
Where
artist.
You foil fights for one person in the fight.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That's not what I meant. I won't foil you now. You got this. Yes. He's entered his final phase of battle, which unfortunately they saved the hardest for last. He's known for doing 3 slams sometimes.
That was such helpful information and so timely, James. Thank you so much for being my coach.
Would you like to hear the story of how Earl Grey tea was invented?
Yeah, I know how it was invented.
Okay, then you tell me the tale of Earl Grey.
Yeah, when they were going to the east and robbing it of resources, the English.
Well,
they
so
used
far
to
you've
pack
gotten
the
some of it
boats.
wrong, but go ahead, keep going.
They used to pack the boats full of tea, and it would rot and cure actually on the way back and turn black, and that's how black tea was invented.
I asked you about Earl Grey tea.
Yeah, and Earl Grey is some English guy.
Do you know what flavors Earl Grey?
Yeah, the rot.
No, the oil of bergamot.
Just like everything
the
that
oil
English
of bergamot.
imperialism touches.
It's one of the most bitter tastes in the world, but when put onto this tea, it's got a fruity, citrusy, perfumey flavor to it. The oil itself is so bitter, you probably would not enjoy it to just drink oil of bergamot. But it flavors the tea. So the Earl, he was an Earl. That is, I guess he was from the family of Grey.
No.
And, huh?
Come on.
It's,
Yeah.
I'm
You
not
take a
entirely
breath.
sure. So I don't know
we
exactly
know.
if it's from the family of Grey or if it's the town of Grey, but he is Earl Grey, and that was his name. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if he... I'll let you have this fight first. So I guess I could probably let's just let this battle play out. I wonder if you could attack him during that time.
Well, I could, but then he explodes.
Yeah.
It's always a good sign when you and the boss do the same move and we both miss.
It is pretty... This is a good fight. I like this fight. He has a very similar moveset to the wolf. Sif.
What?
He has a very similar moveset to the wolf, Sif.
You're talking out of your ass!
No, I'm not. I'm telling you the truth. Sif,
Because he spins around?
he has that same sword. He does that spin around sweep attack, but he just has the moves that of this guy, but he's holding the sword in his mouth instead of his hand.
Well, then why did I beat him instantaneously and this guy I'm having a lot of trouble with?
It's because you aren't, grounding yourself. You've got to really ground yourself with... Sometimes the anger's going to help, but if it's not helping you, you're going to have to just let that anger go. Okay? You know what calms me down is a good old story. So Earl Grey, back in the, we'll call it olden days, was an earl, but he was not a very he didn't look too good. His appearance was not pleasurable to most people, but he really liked to bang. So he would try
sex.
Yeah, he liked sex a lot. I mean, it was his jam. He was into it. And he wanted to have all the ladies, all the single ladies. But he couldn't really talk them into it. He would take, self-improvement classes and try to build confidence and have different skill sets. He wanted to be charming. He just wasn't charming. He was a gross person. But what he decided to do, he was just going to use this potion, this oil of bergamot, which was told to him, and I believe is supposed to be an aphrodisiac. So he would slip this this Earl Grey tea into the ladies and try to have these orgies, and he swore by the fact that it would
What the
work.
hell?
It's true.
James, this story is very disturbing.
It is disturbing. It didn't work. The ladies didn't fall for it. It didn't make them feel more, attracted to him. But they did think to themselves it was a delicious flavor of tea. And so we still have Earl Grey tea today.
Dude, your stories suck.
I think honestly, it sounds like it calmed you down quite a bit, and I think you got this now.
It was just such a reach. It's such a bad story that it did ground me a little bit.
Not all stories are good. Like the story of this battle here, it is not a good story. Would you like me to tell you the tale of how coffee beans were discovered?
Discovered by who, James?
There was a guy, I believe he might have been, I don't know where he was, but it was on a mountainside and there were goats. There were mountain goats. And he was out and he saw the mountain goats were dancing. And just like, usually goats are kind of, sleepy and lazy goats. But these goats were up on 2 feet, dancing, and they were partying, and they were having a great time, borderline laughing. I believe a goat goes...
James,
Yep.
James, I don't know if you can keep drinking this energy drink. I don't know if you're allowed to do it on stream days.
I'm telling you, you can look up any of these stories, and while there might be some big fish aspects to it, they're grounded in truth, fact, and honesty. So,
like the fact that these things exist, like coffee exists and Earl Grey tea exists, but everything else.
When it was discovered, the goats were seen dancing. I'll tell you that much. They were dancing, and maybe they weren't good dance moves, but they were. It was still like the goats being energized and acting oddly. So what they found was that these goats were eating the coffee bean cherries, is I believe what they... I don't know if they're berries or cherries or what the difference is, but there's like a fruit around a coffee bean. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do.
And so they were eating those. And I've never seen one of those coffee bean cherries myself, but someone realized that it was the seed inside, and that's how they started getting the energy from coffee beans. Did that story help you?
No.
Was that 3?
Yeah.
I thought he only did that at the end.
No. Oh, he's doing 3 again?
Oh.
Thought he was doing the spins again, and he didn't.
So maybe what you need to do is kind of switch up your attack style. You're getting a lot of damage when you do the pokes, but maybe it's just exposing yourself too much to attacks. Maybe
James, I was doing not pokes that whole time.
That
I was
whole
doing
time.
swings. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying that if you keep going into these fights the way that you are, I don't see you beating them. I think you need to maybe you need to get some.
Analyze what I actually did, and then give me notes on that.
I think you need ranged attacks. I don't know if spellcasting is probably out of the options, but
Your brain is so far behind that you're giving me I'm changing what I'm doing, and then you're in your brain thinking that you thought of it, and that's how it would go if I then started doing it that way, even though that's the way that I was just doing it, and then you're suggesting to me to do it whatever you just saw.
I got some real bad news for you. I don't have any more stories. I have no more stories for you. You've gone through all my stories. I don't know how to help you now. I tried to relax you with some good stories.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I think you need some quiet self-reflection.
You know I can't do that.
I mean, if you could just think about what you've just done and the wormhole that your brain is in right now, it would be really helpful for everyone.
Let me give you just this advice. I will think about what I've done, but I want you to think about what you're about to do. All right? Get in there.
What is this?
And take this guy down.
Okay, great coaching. Thanks, Coach. I can't wait. Thanks. I can't wait to take that information forward and really beat this guy with that. I'm really good at timing it exactly when he hits the ground.
It's crazy. Do you have any kind of armor that would help you against dark magic?
I don't. Goddamn everything. Why do I do this to myself?
I don't know.
It's like asking to be placed in a torture chamber. I have this guy barraging my character in the game. I have you barraging my mind in real life.
Oh, the tree man. Oh. Does Guy Fawkes over here, does this guy sell you...
Guy Fawkes?
Does he sell you lightning present? Like, what's he sell you?
God,
He's got to have
a
something.
nap. You gotta go take a nap.
He's got to sell you
like
something.
this.
Like, this guy's got to be here for a reason. He's part of the puzzle, I think. Okay.
Alluring skull and arrows.
The alluring skull might work.
No, it won't.
Maybe arrows, though.
I'm really close to beating him. I'm screwing up when he does his triple beat down.
The triple flip.
Mm-hmm. I think not using the shield is gonna help.
Well, okay. Maybe, just since you've died enough times that one more death won't be too big a deal, see if you can interrupt his thing instead of running away from it. See if you can just attack over and over and interrupt it.
The flip?
No, the explosion.
Oh, no, you can't interrupt the explosion.
All right. Wow. He's... He's gonna do it.
You can't interrupt it. I promise
Well, maybe you don't interrupt it, but maybe you can get a lot of damage in on him at that point. Yes. Oh my gosh.
James?
I was just taking a sip of my drink.
Oh my god. I can't tell you how much your anxiousness transfers directly into my brain.
Well,
I feel calm and relaxed, but you being anxious makes me anxious.
okay. I've got another story for you.
Okay.
Let's see. Here's the story. There once was a boy named Morgan, and a lot of
How accurate is this one?
I'm making it up as I go. Okay. So there once was
Just
a boy named.
spitballing? You're just spitballing.
Well, I'm trying to give a story that's going to calm you down.
I'm perfectly calm.
You don't sound perfectly calm. You sound
It's
like
when
you're...
I hear, yeah, because when I hear you gasp in rhythm to me being attacked, like it does something to my brain, and whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. I'm just telling you what happens. I don't feel anxious until I hear you start gasping.
Okay, I'll try to stop gasping, if that's what it takes. But for the record,
I don't
it
know.
is
I've
scary.
asked you a lot of
You
times.
get really close to beating him, and then I see these attacks come in, and it makes me gasp.
Yeah, but this is a rhythm-based game, and so if your gasps are coming in off rhythm,
so you want me to time my rhythm to the right gasp, like.
No, I just don't want you to do it at all. That would be my preference.
All right. I'm going to respect your request, but as somebody that has worked in rhythm-based games, this is not a rhythm-based game.
Yeah, it is. How is
Dance
it not?
Dance Revolution's rhythm-based, Guitar Hero's rhythm-based, Rocksmith, Bust a Groove. This is an action role-playing game.
This is rhythm-based. I'm timing to the tags. To the best of my abilities, obviously. How are you doing, James?
I was just taking a breath there when I knew that it wasn't going to startle you. Oh, shit. That was crazy. You gotta be, recognize that I wasn't gasping at the wrong times. In fact, I took a deep breath when you weren't even in battle.
I wasn't in battle.
You were in battle, but you were, like, out of the action. You had a moment of a pause. It was the appropriate time for me to breathe. And
Yeah.
I took all of my willpower and was able to stop myself when you said, I'm doing this to the rhythm to the best of my ability, obviously. It took all of my effort not to follow that up with obviously, which was what I wanted to say. Then it would have been funny. It would have been funny.
I mean, that's the joke I was making.
Yeah, but okay, I guess.
But you just thought it'd be funnier if you made it? 10 moments after I made it. Half a second later.
I just think it would have been funnier when I said it. It would have been it's a rhythm based joke. I would have just timed it right. So you would have said it.
Yeah, it's a rhythm based game, and then I got I'm doing it to the best of my ability.
Before you go in there, just do me a favor and just take a gander at your inventory and see if there's anything that maybe could change the way you play this.
I don't know what you want from me, James. I just have to beat him. I'm pretty close.
You're close. And I will try to stop myself from gasping, but it is close and it's scary.
So far.
Oh. Oh, you don't know how hard it was to hold my breath that whole time.
Oh.
Maybe this isn't a fight for a long, high damage. But it takes so long to swing that sword. What if you got something that was like, I don't know, I'm not sure what, but like something quicker.
That did less damage?
Maybe less damage, but you could get in and out with attacks faster.
I don't buy it. I mean, everything's going fine. There just needs to be one where I actually time everything correctly.
All right, let me just take a couple breaths. I can just calm my heart right now.
You should just take this as like an exercise and like, can you like control yourself at all?
All
Do you
right.
have any self-control?
I'll see if I have any self-control. Jeez, that's a strong hit. Maybe check to see if you can fast travel. Can you fast travel out of this location?
Yeah, but I won't be able to fast travel back.
Are you sure?
Yeah. How much pressure do you think it would take to like pop an eyeball out?
I think it's 14 pounds of pressure.
That seems like a lot. I think
If you wanted to do it, what you would do is you would cup one hand, almost like you were trying to like sip water from a pool. You put that cup over one eye, and you take the other hand and pop in, and then the other eyeball pops out. I believe is how you do it.
Oh, weird. Okay.
So what I would say is maybe go to somewhere where you could buy some of that lightning stuff. I mean, you gotta admit, if you would have done what I said,
you're a monster.
Huh?
You're a monster.
No,
you're a monster.
I'm just trying to help you. You have this habit of going and taking all of your usable items and using them at the first attempt at a boss. You are now warmed up. If you had that lightning now, you would dispose of this boss in the way that he deserves to be disposed of, because he's garbage, and you dispose of him like he's garbage.
Do you think that my problem in this fight is that I'm not doing enough damage?
If you were doing more damage, he would be dead, because you've brought him down to almost no health.
But he one-shots me.
Yeah, but it's hard to one-shot you when he's already dead from all the extra damage you're doing to him.
I mean, maybe, but I just...
You are close. The problem is even though you get really close, then it's not quite one shot, but it might as well be. I think that you should.
Combos me.
Yeah.
I should what?
I think
I'm not going to travel to go buy pine resin. You suggest that every video, and I'm just not going to do it. I think you should have realized that by now. That's not what's going to happen.
You know what's weird is there's this double standard between you.
Huh? Yeah. Like, I give you good advice and you give me trash advice?
Well, that's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say, and it's actually, it's more to defend you than to me. When you give me advice that I don't like, people are a little hard on you of like, don't be mean, don't be a bully. But I don't ever see them telling me I give you bad advice. Now, either...
Are you reading the comments?
Yeah.
Well, it might be because I'm dismissing it in the moment, so they don't need to then go back and dismiss it again.
It's possible.
They're like, oh yeah, Morgan really handled that bad advice.
Or it's that they think you should go get some goddamn pine resin and finish him.
I mean, no one has ever said, you know what, you should go get some pine resin. The most I've ever gotten is, like, questioning my aversion to it. And my aversion to it is that it's kind of a clunky mechanic. I'd rather just do it live, do it raw.
Okay. Do you think the computer has to... What?
Oh. Do you know what that goop is that he keeps hitting me with? What is that?
It might be Earl Grey tea.
Oh my god.
I think it's dark. It's dark magic, is what it is.
It like makes me more susceptible to dark magic, or it is in itself doing damage to me.
It definitely is doing damage to you. It probably is doing more than just the damage at hand, but I don't know that. Oh, yes. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Thank you for letting me focus.
I don't know if I can handle it. That took a lot on my... It took a lot.
I heard you gasping for air.
You did it. And you followed what I was saying. Thank you.
Wait, you're taking credit for that?
Yeah. You let your
How?
anger flow. And you
No,
let it...
it was when I calmed down and was able to focus and we weren't arguing.
That's what
or
I'm
you weren't
saying.
telling us-
That's what I'm saying. Good job. Wow. So this is, I think, where PvP, like, there was like an arena or something. I don't remember really.
The gazebo? Is that the arena?
No, I think that once you unlock that area, this was like a PvP area when the DLC first came out so long ago.
That's what it is.
And this is where it gets hard.
This is where it gets hard?
Yeah. Okay. I am really proud of you. That was a good battle. You finally beat it. And I think that might be the end of the video.
Maybe. Oh, I remember this.
These guys are from Dark Souls 3, aren't they?
I don't think so.
I feel like I've recognized them from a different game of Dark Souls.
Is this going to take me to another boss?
There is another boss here, yeah. But that doesn't take you there, I don't think. I think that's something you unlock later.
I just want to poke my head over here and see what's going on. I poked my head too far! Alright.
That was, it was pretty good. Disasters are gone after the defeat of the Grave Lord's servant.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.